Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope y'all doing well, being amazing. It's Mogul Minute with King Sundays now, so I'll be doing these every Sunday moving forward, man, where we take time and allow the Lord to use me and speak on some topics typically for entrepreneurs. But then it goes into everybody. It goes into topics in our culture and hip hop, in the cities, in the states, financial discussions. It kind of goes all around just to kind of, just however the Lord leads, we just tap into it. I took a hiatus, man, just a little bit. I needed to take a break from social media just to kind of get myself back in line. I think to be able to eject, if you will, from social media when you feel like it is very liberating, and I suggest all of you try it. And really just had to let God deal with me, man, going into this new year. And there's a few things that I want to talk about. I'm trying to wait and see if more people are coming in, but I mean, if not, they'll have to just catch it on the back end. A lot is going on right now. And my question is, where are you in this new year? Where's your mind? Where's your heart? Where are you in this new year? We are in January, approaching February. And what has your tempo been? Have you been same old, same old? Have you made some changes, but you're still trying to master the changes and implement them in your everyday life? Are you still talking about what you're going to do? How's your relationships? Have you made changes to them? Are you still in that same relationship in 2020 that you asked God to get you out of? Are you still, what are you doing? How's your business? Do you have a business? Are you working on your business? Have you found your purpose yet? Or even on the road of trying to find it. These are questions that you should ask yourself, because 2021 is the opportunity to get it done. We ask God for so many things, and one thing I realized that we don't ask God enough for is how to get it done. We want the end result of everything. We want, Lord, I want to be a millionaire. Lord, if you could just pay my bills at this time. Lord, if I could get a better job. Lord, if I had a wife, if I had a husband. Lord, if I had a better spouse. People, I just did that. Lord, if this, that, and the third. But we never really say, well, Lord, how do I maximize all of the things that you've placed around and in front of me? How do I get the most out of the people in my contact list? How do I get the most out of my life? How do I maximize everything that you have given me in this realm so that you can enlarge my territory later? We're not asking those questions. And so when we don't ask for those questions, when we're not asking those kind of questions, we are leaving out the possibilities that the blessings and or answers to those questions are in front of you. I get clients, man, who are frustrated in why they are not making what they feel they should be making in their field. But then I ask them, how is your performance in the position you're in? When you work for corporate America and you're like, yo, I just want to raise, yo, I just need more money. But in reality, you're really not connected to the job. You're really not connected to the company. You're really not committed. You're just there to get the check. And so when that is your attitude, you'll get just that. A lot of people say they want to be great. A lot of people swear that that's what they identify themselves with until you present them what the formula is. And then they don't want to eat it. They don't want to drink it. They don't want to do what it really takes to be great, because with greatness comes sacrifice that regular is not willing to make. I want to speak on briefly. I have some big dogs in the building. I want to speak on what's happening in Harlem. There was a story, I don't know if anybody knows, but there's a woman who got attacked by some gentlemen in a liquor store because she didn't want to talk to one of them. And they proceeded to jump her and almost bit her eyes out of her face. Yeah. That happened in Harlem. Harlem, I don't even want to get into that. I'm not going to get in my New York bag. But I just want to say this is unacceptable. These were black men and that was a black woman and nobody came to intervene. Nobody saw it. Nobody, nothing. Like, that's a problem within itself. I just wanted to give some light to that situation in case nobody knew. The store did get ambushed by a mob of people who are looking for the gentleman. But my thing is, somebody knows where they are. I don't condone violence. I don't condone murder. I don't condone any of those things, but I do condone discipline. And I do believe those gentlemen need to be sought after for justice for this young lady, because what? Like, biting eyes out is crazy. But that's a whole different thing. Stay with me. I wanted to talk about too, there's been a lot. So, I sit back and I watch a lot and I come back and I tap in with you guys. I just want to say that the year is just starting. I know a lot of us are having a lot of anxiousness or anxiety about our moves and everything that we want to do and what we want to accomplish. And, we're on the ground. I know, and I'm speaking from experience, because when January came, I just wanted to hit the ground running. God wanted me to tell you something. Please, I hope somebody's paying attention to this. And if not, you'll get it on the replay. The Bible says, be anxious for nothing. I'm going to let that sizzle in your spirit. Be anxious for nothing, and a delay is not a denial. I'm going to say those two things again. Be anxious for nothing. That's what the Bible says. And then God also says that a delay is not a denial. Some of you are moving so fast and you're wondering why things are not happening, because you're too busy focusing on other people's progression and timelines, so you can't appreciate your own. Here's the thing. If you're walking in your alignment with God himself and he is telling you where to go and what to do, the provision is already there. When you want to rush and you're moving in your emotions, i.e. I did it, you run into brick walls and you make mistakes when you're thinking irrationally. When you're moving in a way that does not allow you to clearly hear from God, you will make mistakes and have to revisit that checkpoint again. So what I'm telling you is honor the fact that a delay is not a denial. Just because it didn't happen last year doesn't mean it can't happen this year. If you applied for something last year and it didn't work, apply this year. If they said no last year, apply this year. If it, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a new year. But I want you guys to start listening to hear what God has to say about the moves you want to make. That's all. And I'm only talking to you like this from a me first place. I was in a situation where I thought that something was going to take off and be something beautiful. God said not so. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not right. But it wasn't that it's not so that isn't for me. It's not yet. And so when I finally got the revelation, like, Lord, not yet. Why? I had the ability to look at myself in that situation and say, see, that's why. Those things aren't fixed yet. That part of you is still vulnerable. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is stop watching other people's timelines. Stop gauging yourself off of other people's timelines. We have a strong infatuation with an end result, but we never pay attention nor appreciate the process to get there. You feel me? I don't want that to be you. This is the last thing I want to tap into, and this is for my brothers. This is for my men. Men, period. It ain't got to be a color. It ain't got to be a race. This is for us men. I want to tell you that the world lied to you. I want to tell you that society, Western civilization, first and foremost, has lied to you and told you that what masculinity is toxic. Like that what masculinity is okay when really it's toxic. Men cry. Men have emotions. Men are people. Yes, we are supposed to be the head. Yes, we are supposed to be strong. Yes, we are supposed to be less emotionally not inclined, but emotionally driven than our women counterparts. Absolutely. Yes, we're supposed to be stable. Yes, we're supposed to be providers. Yes, we're supposed to be protectors. Yes, we're supposed to be all of this, that, and the third. But I want to tell you something. The moment the streets taught you not to cry, they already started messing you up. The moment the streets told you to normalize murder, they already start messing you up. The fact of the matter is when God created you, he created you from himself first, right? So because you are a byproduct of God, you have emotions, and that is okay. The moment they told you you couldn't talk about your problems, that made you soft, they start messing you up. The moment that we started believing the hype and now are deemed less masculine by women and men for knowing how to properly and effectively communicate the emotions that we deal with on the inside, they started messing you up. Being tough Tony all day is not cool, brother. We know you have anger issues. We know you should seek therapy. Being overly cold and distant and untrustworthy and suspicious, these are emotional cries for help, brother. Those are defense mechanisms. Yeah. That's not normal. That's not okay. That doesn't make you more of a man because you don't know how to speak on your emotions. Now, I'm not saying drown in your emotions. I'm not saying any of those. But listen, especially my black men, let us begin to start normalizing coming face to face with our emotions. My brother Logan on the line here, because there's no shame in my game. I'm a real one. He said the realest thing when we was in Atlanta. He said, King, you got to be comfortable with the fact that you're uncomfortable with this situation, bro. You so used to being in control of your emotions and it's driving you crazy that you uncomfortable. And it's okay that you are confused, bro. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay that this situation has perplexed you in a way that has your feelings going different ways. Don't drown in it, but acknowledge it. It doesn't make you less than a man. It doesn't make you less than because you have found a place that you thought you found a place in which you could put your emotions and vulnerability that has been compromised, and it hurts. It hurts. Nigga, it hurt. Ouch. Like, it doesn't make you less of a man. So I just wanted to say to my men, it's funny how niggas don't want to come on this live now, but I got to get it off. I just want to tell my men, like, let's start normalizing telling the truth about how we feel, brother. It's okay. Like, I say that because I know that the men that follow me, there's a lot of y'all that are not on this live that need to hear this. But that over tough compensation that we be doing, if more men would be honest about how they feel and talk about it, less bodies would be on the ground. I'm just being real. That whole macho man that needing to flex. Oh, no, I don't need that. Can we start calling the rap that we enjoy toxic? Moneybag Yo and them. Can we start telling the truth? And I ain't trying to be disrespectful or call Moneybag Yo out because I am in the industry, but I'm not afraid. But I'm not trying to call him out specifically. So let me not backtrack, but let me say his style of music. A lot of our favorite artists are very narcissistic. But you know where all of that narcissistic rap comes from? Resentment. And what are they resenting? When they were rejected. And why were they rejected? Because they didn't have the cars, they didn't have the clothes, and they didn't have the money. So what is the message in the song? Well, now that I got all this money, she want to talk to me. Ladies, can we normalize treating the men that we pray to God for with the same respect, please? Can we stop acting like being a nice guy is a problem when in reality that's what you really want? Can we tell the truth that we are still dealing with childish desires? Can we do that? Can we stop saying, oh, I prayed for this kind of man, but then hurt that kind of man? And fellas, can we do the same thing? Can we stop praying and bothering God about blessing us with things that we are clearly not ready for? That's why the cycle continues. And no, this is not a jab to anybody. This isn't a personal nothing. This is the truth. Because as I'm looking, it's almost like having standards, moral, code, honor, respect, decency, strength, substance, depth is considered soft. Like you weak for that. Like you in this society we in. Everybody want to be shiesty. See what I just did there? But for what? When you go home, you crying because the nigga that's so shiesty beats you up. But you love him though. I'm just saying. Or the woman that you see in these streets, you love her like she lit, but she mistreats you. And you the good guy, looking dumb. Or can we just normalize telling the truth? Can we stop reaching for things or bothering people that we know we're not ready to deal with. If you're not willing to go up, then you shouldn't be bothering people who are up. I'm just being real. And that's not to say that that y'all could never, or you're not worthy. But if you know your mental space isn't really where it needs to be, can we tell the truth? Money, my men. In closing with my Mogul Minute, because like I said, y'all are catching on the back end. Money alone does not make you a gangster. Money alone doesn't make you cool. Money alone doesn't make you an upstanding man. Money alone does not speak to your character. See, a lot of y'all got some money, but internally you broke. You broke. You dead broke. What is the point of having money if the person who has the money is trash? Everybody is so focused on chasing a bag, but you running around here emotionally, mentally, and spiritually bankrupt. But you got the money though, so it's supposed to be okay. Ladies, having a fat behind and all that does not stop, and you will not be judged when you trash as a woman. I'm just keeping it real. Like, you don't get to get away with that because you pretty, got a little bit of money in your butt fat. Sis, you trash as a person. What is that? Like, can we tap in on that? But yet you got people who, oh, my chakras in line. No, they not. No, they not. You untrustworthy. No, they not. You a liar. No, they not. You a deceiver. No, they not. You know what I mean? Like, can we stop doing that? And I know that this is coming off strong. And I say it with love, so excuse me for my tone and delivery. My homegirl said I got to work on that, which I will, because I love you guys. This isn't like about like trying to put nobody out there, disrespect nobody. I just want to make it clear, like, to tell the truth. When I get on these Mogul Minutes, yeah, we're going to talk business, finances, and life changing and all that. But this is just as important. Listen, man, if you can't even be partially faithful to your faith that you believe in, you know you're not ready for no relationship. You know you're not really ready to take nobody that's willing to take you serious. So stop wasting people's time. Like, can we normalize and undo? Can we begin to undo certain rhetoric that has been, flowing through our cities and communities that is destroying the relationships between black men and women? Really, it is devastating. On a good note, I want to close out on a good note. I'm really proud to see how many people are really striving to make themselves better at the same time. I know that was like, no, you're not. I really am. For every negative thing that's out here, there's a good thing too. And I'm not going to be the guy that only talks about negativity, because that's not me. I'm very pleased at how many people are starting to take their mental health serious, getting the therapy they need, getting the love that they need, becoming better people so they can contribute to their families and societies the way that God intended. I'm all about that. If that's you, shout out to you. If you one of the other people I was speaking to, you need to come holler at me, or go holler at your pastor, or go holler at somebody. Go see a therapist and get yourself together, because you're adding to the ruin in our community. Let us normalize breaking the cycle of toxicity, please, in all facets. Get yourself together in here. Let me say this last thing. Paying bills, okay, getting your own house, your own car, having money in the bank, all of that is wonderful. But that does not say that you're mature. What that says is you know how to survive. That's what that says. You know how to literally do the practice of paying bills and maintaining bills. That is wonderful. That has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Remember that. Remember that there is no correlation between the two. That's all I want to leave you with. Be better because God said that you were better. Be better because you know you can be better. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, you can be better. Now, will this get a lot of views? Probably not. But guess what I'm going to do? Keep talking. Keep saying it. Keep believing in you. Keep giving you wisdom. Keep giving you bars. Because why not? I love you. I appreciate you. You are enough. You're amazing. And you can do it. This year is the year for you to change everything in your life that you don't like. It's just going to cost you. Are you willing to pay the price? Be blessed. Happy Sunday. If you got any questions or concern or want to dialogue with me about what I said today, tap in with me. Again, for those who are listening, this was not to disrespect anyone, single anyone out. There's no subliminals. This is all love, having a conversation, letting God use me and talk about the things that I've seen lately. God bless you. You heard?